lands on his wrist and elbow. So mid-flight though, I actually circle towards it, believe it or not. So mid-flight, I'm up here as it'll be kind of hard to do slow motion, but as I return, I'm coming down, I'm coming down, I spiral, and I get right to my knee block. So if I'm here on my return, so I lift, I spiral right here, right to it. And I'd love to have my guys even drill that even more, getting right to it. We do mat return to turn. Next phase I think going to start implementing is mat return to wrist. We do some wrist, but wrist knee block, you know, and attacking that. So the guy's actually pretty vulnerable. He's thinking about impact, and this guy's thinking about, you know, securing something for a potential turn on a turn. So that's, yeah, definitely look for stuff on the mat return.
You feel like that?
Yeah, yeah.
I think you'll see a lot of, because he's going to run us through like a little top and bottom drill, and one of them is, you know, he'll say, okay, you know, stand up, bottom man stands up, top guy then returns him, puts him down, gets to a wrist, and then allows the bottom guy to work while giving him some resistance, like allowing him to work hard and get back up to his base, and then top guy's working on top, then he'll say again, you know, stand up, bottom guy will stand up, top guy will return him, and then bottom guy will bounce up and then escape. So it's kind of like a situational thing, like in a match, guy picks you up, puts you down, you know, for the bottom guy, picking your knees up, getting out, same thing for top guy, getting used to when a guy stands up, you know, getting to your locker, getting to your mat return, and putting them back down on the mat.
General rule that we've implemented, 3 mat returns. The first one, coach, I stole this from him, called softening the guy up. So it's like you're riding hard, he comes up, you put him down. We'll actually count in matches. There's the first one. Riding, comes up. 2, what we found, you get to that 3rd mat return, and it's like, you just see this. Boom. Head goes down, you know, and we're going to town. So that's one thing we try to instill in our guys, like, hey, it's going to take it might take 3 mat returns to break this guy.
And philosophically, too, along those same lines, I call it like the 80-20 rule. So 80% of the guys, even if they've got a pretty good record, they act a certain way in matches, and then you have the 20%ers. 20%er will put a guy down 3 times. 80% of the guys will break and stop wrestling after 3 mat returns, and then the 20%er will keep wrestling. So it's like kind of these little things you do that you know will work against the majority of the guys you wrestle. And then you got the studs. And that's when it gets good. Because you do 3 mat returns, the guy keeps getting up. And then he's got to decide in his head, should I put the effort into doing another mat return because it's a lot of work, or should I just cut this guy? So it's funny when we watch really good guys wrestle, you can see the 20%ers are a little different. They'll keep getting up and going.
For us too, and I mean for you guys for overtime, and for us at the riding time point, you watch a national tournament, matches, I don't know how many times, percentages, I remember watching the quarterfinals, it was like a year or 2 ago, and I'm watching. All matches ended in a tie. Somebody went on a riding time point. It was like 7 out of the 8 mats, or excuse me, 4 out of those 4 mats. It was like 3 of them ended in a tie. Somebody won that on the riding time point. This top drill that you'll see, I guarantee you start implementing this, your guys are like ready to be in those positions, riding to win it at the EIWAs at Lehigh a couple years ago. Guys had to ride to win. We weren't doing it in the beginning of the year, but we showed up when it mattered at conference, and we made people quit winning on that riding time point. And it's tough. This top drill is really tough. You implement that, you're implementing, you know, just general toughness.
Just mat wrestling in general too. I mean, our guys are good on top. So guess what? Our guys are also pretty good on bottom. Because if they're not good on bottom, it's a long season to get your arms ripped off and get beat up down there. So we spend an incredible amount of time on top and bottom. Incredible. I think in high school, if I ran a high school program, I would focus here hardcore because no one does. So bottom too, I get frustrated with guys that come in on bottom. They don't know how to do a switch. It's mind-boggling to me. It's like we learn all these moves on our feet. We got 50 setups and attacks, and we just tell them to stand up. It's stupid. I mean, yeah, of course, a stand-up is the best thing because no matter what you do, you usually end up on your feet. So that stupid statistic of like, hey, you know, 90% of the times the guys escape is off a stand-up. Well, yeah, of course, because you have to be on your feet to get a point. So I do a sit-out or a switch, and we scramble, and then I'm up to my feet, and I'm escaping. You could call that a stand-up, but it's a lot of mid-level stuff too. So
I would say one thing, just off top and bottom. I can say this because I'm from New Jersey. You stink on top and bottom. And I will put it on the coaches because we spend way so much time on our feet, but then don't do anything on the mat. And you got guys who are getting to the state tournament, to the regions, where they're getting ridden out. They can't get out because they're up against a big guy or a good guy, just because we haven't worked there. You know, you actually should make a day during the week where you just do top bottom. Just do top bottom.
How many days do you just do your feet? Like it's, right? I mean, tons.
Yeah. You probably work an hour and a half out of a 2-hour practice all on your feet. Right? And you'll do take down, let them up, live sessions. We do 5 minutes. One guy's on bottom for 5 minutes. You get a reversal, you go back down, you escape, you go back down. I mean, that gets a guy tough on top and bottom. So I think, as coaches, that's one way you can give your team a leg up on all other teams. Just have that focus on top and bottom.
You guys